Sorry about the wait. A bit of confusion. Oliver, flat into tyres. This Q1, so risks. It's a 28.4 with the driver. Usually do that on the interviews. Real maps he just cuts his time. Add it there. And we'll just do the first sector. Oliver's the next one to cross the line. Into tyres. Could be a competitive lap. 3 goes across the line. 0 wins. Oliver goes with 35. Riley goes fastest with 27th seat straight away. Ooh. He's still behind Michael. I don't know if that's better or not, I don't know. Also goes across the line with a 28.8 for the Williams driver. We've got Kid who's completing his first sector. DRS enabled for Kid in the Ferrari. Ferrari reserve today. We go then around the last corner. Where can the Ferrari go in Q1? It's P2 for Ferrari man, 28.0. Got lapped by the Ferrari man. Oh, and Mercedes just getting in the way of power there. I'm sure that will be looked at. I believe that is Oliver. I don't know what is going on. He's on his lap and Oliver's just blocking him. Is that Oliver? No, that's not Oliver. That's Church in front of him. If he's on AI or not, I'm quite sure. Okay, Hassman on the medium tyres. Where can he go? He goes P6 on the mediums, 28.6, still not the best medium tyre lap we've seen, 28.3 by Toxic. It's P3 on the mediums. Bubbly on his lap. Former tier 3 man, now into tier 2. It's very close to the wall in the final corner. That's that final corner. Bubbly across the line. He goes on top with a 27.0. Great lap by Bubbly. Who is on their lap? Jonas is starting his lap. Lyle is on his lap. So we are definitely breaking into the 26s today, as expected for tier 2. So Down the final corner goes Lyle in that McLaren. And goes P3 at 28.088. Beating Bukid by 8 milliseconds. Good lap by Lyle. It's on his into lap. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, Yapatari goes down the final corner. It's not going to be a competitive lap, but he's the next one to cross the line. He goes P12. He enters. A few slick runners. Sandro Lee validates his time again. Fruity is on his lap and he's 4/10 up on his lap. 8 minutes to go of the session. Oh, nearly spun it out. Here he goes into the chicane. Have to protect that, which he does. Bubbly retires. He is confident with his lap. I'd be quite confident too with that lap. 4/10 gap between him and second at the moment. There is always time to improve. Fruity coming round the final corner now of Saudi Arabia. What looks like quite a decent lap by the McLaren. Across the line he goes. Where does he go? He goes P3 and he breaks into the 127. So 127.572 from McLaren man. Power then. He got blocked on his first lap by Churches, which I believe will probably be a ban, purposely blocking someone from their quali lap. Just ruining the race order, race qualifying. Ruining Alfa Romeo's season already. Round 1. Every point is crucial. So I believe it's GSRL, but straight second 3. DRS Friday Williams' car. It's currently 1.4 seconds off the pace from Bubbly. Can he close that gap? Riley has been disqualified from parking in a dangerous location. And Williams pulls into the pits. He wants a final run in Q1. That is Riley at the back of the grid, and I'm not concerned here because Churches is going slow, and I don't know if he's trying to ruin everyone's quali laps, which is, yeah, he's slowing down there, but still, I don't know why he's just running on low fuel. Finally pulls into the pit. Now back to the action. Ooh, that was toxic, just going into P8. Haas goes P2, and he is very close to Bubbly now. That is a 1:27.120 by the Haas man. That should put him safe into Q2. Keep everyone in the 1:27 to save. Yeah, that top 6 is safe, I think. Maybe pushing P78. Those top 6 are definitely safe. Anyway though, say that top 6 is safe, Fruity goes out again. I've already got a 27.5. Anyway, Saucer is on his lap. Williams driver. Danny goes P6, the 1:27.4 should put him safe into Q2. Don't know who everybody else knows. Too many people to go through. Woodstar on his lap. Smilex on his lap. 1.9 seconds after Smilex. Not much upgrade in. Fruity starts his lap, and next person to, I believe, to set the left across the line is this guy, Williams driver of Salsa. Never mind, someone just went up. Samuel Drake Lee went up into P4, but Salsa, oh, it's a bad lap. It's a very bad lap by Salsa. He's 6 seconds off his original time. So go to Williams, who's on his out lap. Spylex is on his lap. Where can he go? He goes P10 with a 28.0. It's going to be tough for him to stay into Q1. That's probably going to be his final lap as well, and it is his final lap. We are getting to the stage where it's crucial to beat your lap time. Lyle is on his lap. He's got no ERS, and he is Oliver going around sector 3 on the straight in Q1. Don't know how much time's remaining. He hits the wall, he hits the inside wall going into the turn. And that's not going to help his lap time. He sets a 1:27.8, but that could have been even better without that little mistake right at the end of his lap. Puts in P8 though. Josh goes P8. What's the line? Mercedes of Churches. He goes P13. The Alpha Tauri goes P18. He is out of qualifying. Now it's only this man who can get out of qualifying. Can he knock out Fruity? Oh no, Fruity's DNF'd. I've only just realised that. Can he knock out Who Kid? That is the question. 28-0. It's going to be tough. And it's P9. And Who Kid is out in the Ferrari. So we are losing 2 Alfa Romeos, 1 being disqualified. Power got unlucky, he did get blocked on one of his laps. We are losing a Red Bull and we are losing an AlphaTauri. So it is P16 for the Ferrari, P17 for Toxic, P18 for Power, P19 for the AlphaTauri and P20 for Riley in the Alfa Romeo. But Bubbly tops the session in the AlphaTauri, and the Marks goes P2 in the session, followed by Cobra, followed by Samuel Drake Lee, Jonas, Harold, Danny, Josh, Snell and Oliver Waltz complete your top 10. And Salsa, Lyle, Spilex, Churches and that's it. Go through into Q2. Here we go then, back in Q2 now. It starts where we can't really make any mistakes. It's going to be the first one out then. And it is going to be a Ferrari racing out with a Alpine. I believe it was Danny who was racing out the pit lane with. So Spylex will be his first one to complete his lap in Q2 unless Danny overtakes him. On board with this outlap of Spylex. Spylex is going to be the first one to set a lap time unless he invalidates a course. It's gone a bit wide. He had a little bit of a lock up there, I believe, or did he just do that? I don't know. Anyway, Spylet starts his lap, into turn 1 and 2. A little bit of wheel spin by Spylet there, but it shouldn't damage his lap time too badly. Now going through the fast corners, very tough not to invalidate here or to get caught up on the curb. In the first sector, it's a 32.4 by Spylex. This is going to be the time for everyone to be chasing in the first few laps of Q1, unless someone can beat it behind. Goes through the middle sector, big long straight, a few corners don't even notice, and the chicane, now onto the straight. DRS is wide open for the Ferrari man. Spylex comes round the final corner, where can he go in Q2? DRS open. He goes on top of the 27.8. It's Alpine next of Danny. Can he beat the Ferrari time? No, he doesn't. He invalidated his time. And, don't know who's next across the line. Anakin. King Cobra goes for the 127.6. We're on board with Josh. Where can Josh go? He goes P3. With a 127.956. Samuel Drake Lee on 49.9. A 127.3 by Oliver. Good lap by him. Next is the Hat of Marks. Where can he go? He goes P4 with a 127.8. This one is out lap. It's going to be the laps for the first run, really. Church is invalidating his lap time, and then that is going to be it. Harold and Bubbly deciding to just stay in the pit. No rush at all in Q2. Bubbly was top of the times in Q1. Churchy starts his lap though. If there's anyone pushing it to the limits on track right now. Danny is about to set his lap time. Where can he go? He goes P6 with a 128.3. He can definitely improve that. 31.8 performed by Jonas in the Red Bull. Apparently the fastest first sector, we've seen so far. Let's see if it's correct or the game's lying to us, as usual. Red Bull flying through the last sector, DRS open. Comes around the final corner. What is going to be the lap time of Jonas in the Red Bull? He goes on top of the times, 127.2. And if you're an F1 fan, it's not going to be the last time you see a Red Bull on top. Bubbly starting his lap. Man who was P1 in Q1. I'm going to ride on board with him for his lap. This camera angle just looks so clean around Jeddah, especially in qualifying. Drivers going flat out. And it is a 31.866 performed by Bubbly in the first sector. pushing it to the limits in Q2. Now we know his pace. Set a 1:27.0 in Q1. That's very good pace, especially in Q1. Can he beat it? Can he go into the 1:26s with this lap? That is the question. Bubbly comes round and now into the final sector. He has to ace this final corner, which he does. Down the home straight, DRS wide open. And he goes into the 1:26s. It's a 1:26.854 by Bubbly. It was a Haas, I believe. Yeah, it was Harold who set a P4 time, the 1:27.5. And everyone has set a lap time but Lyle. Won an outlap, including the owner of GSRL, Josh Ulemeister. And also the other one on that outlap is Mark's Haas man. He's going to be Josh on his lap first. I want to believe there's a fresh sauce for Josh. And those tyres ready to go for his lap. Here he goes. The Aston Martin driver. DRS is open for him. He comes around the home straight to start his lap in Q2. And I believe this is probably his last lap in Q2, unless he's put more fuel in the car. Bubbly is happy with his lap time again, and he's only got to do one lap. Bubbly. And he is a real strong contender for pole, and Josh is round. We see our first, spinner of the day on board. So it isn't our first spin of the day, but Josh is round. So we head on to Mark's. Josh is getting caught up on the curb. Josh has to get out of the way. And Josh does get out of the way neatly. Through the chicane it goes. Very, very satisfying corner to watch on that angle. DRS open. I feel like I've said that many, many times in Jeddah. I feel like there's many, many more to come. Samuel Drake Lee on his outlap, so is Salsa, so is Spilex. And Marks goes P2 with a 1:27.1. But still, the time to chase is still Bubbly in that AlphaTauri 1:26.8. next to set a lap time is going to be Spilex, I believe. But it might be someone else who's on that lap now. Churches is on his lap. I think that's the only one who's on their lap. Here he comes then, Churches. Right on board with him. First sector for Churches. He is 8/10 up on his lap. About to take him around P9 at the moment. Jonas is happy with his lap, 27.2. Full throttle on this big long straight. A few hidden corners, the Hassman has to get out of the way. Churches now going round the final corner. What is he going to get round Saudi Arabia on his pretty much his last lap? It is going to be P6 for Churches, 27.5. Next, to cross the line and do a lap. It's going to be Cobra. He's starting his lap. Lyle is on that lap. So Williams on his actual lap. So it is going to be Salsa next across the line. Where can he go on his final lap of qualifying? Salsa has to be now for Salsa his only and last lap. Not his only actually. His last lap, P8, 1:27.7. That is the time to chase for the people in the bottom 5. Spilex. It's not going to be good enough for Spilex. As he starts again. He's starting again, Spilex. There's a Haas about to cross the line. And he is restarting his lap. There's a Williams who's just starting his lap as well. I think he's just starting a bloody lap. Josh starting his lap. An Alpine of Danny finishing his lap and he goes P5. And Lyle is out. He's had enough. He's just retired on track normally. Lyle's just give up. Spilex is in big trouble. The bottom 5, all on their lap. Spilex is in big trouble as he's invalidated his lap time. Everyone now taking the checkered flag. Crucial moment in Q2 to try and get into Q3. It's Salsa next across the line. Got absolutely no ERS left. He's nearly spun on that final corner and he's obviously losing time and he takes it into the pits. Spilex could be out of qualifying. Harold is next across the line and then closely followed by Snell. Can Harold just put himself up there, put himself more safe in qualifying? It's going to be P6, the Williams car. Can he get out of the bottom 5? Yes he can, and that is Spilex out of qualifying. Now can Josh knock the other Williams out? Yes he can. P3 for Josh. What a time. And now Samuel Drake Lee to knock 2 Williams out of Q2. It's Samuel Drake Lee. It's 2 Williams out in Q2. And we lose Snell, Salsa, Spilex and Lyle, who didn't set a lap time, and once again Bubbly is top of the times in Q2, followed by Marks again, followed by Josh, and that completes your top 3 around Q2. P4, Jonas was a 1:27.29 through. Oliver Waltz goes P5. Cobra goes P6, Harold goes P7, P8 goes Danny, and Samuel Drake Lee and Churchies complete the grid for Q3. There you go, that's people we lose. We lose 2 Williams, a Ferrari and a McLaren. Now on to the fight for pole. Is it going to be Bubbly? Is it going to be Marks? Or could it be even Josh? Or could we see someone else challenge for pole in Q3?
Formula One's future is in safe hands with fan favourites Lando Norris and George Russell, both of whom won numerous junior championships. Russell took the GP3 championship in 2017 and immediately followed up with the F2 championship just a year later, with Lando coming in second. Trying to keep up with Ferrari chassis names? Well, right from the first entry in 1950, Ferrari had 4 different chassis, from the 125 to the 375, whereas confusingly, by 1969, Ferrari was using...
Here we go then, on to Q3 we go. First one out is Josh. Second one out is Churchies and closely followed by Jonas. Right, but no, it's not. It's Salsa. It's also just speaking in game chat. Maybe just giving some mind games after him going out in Q2. Yeah, then Josh starts his lap. Just I forget to put telemetry and lap detail on. Goes into the first and second corner. And the exit. It's a good exit by Josh. First lap of Q3. And it's going to be performed by someone who is probably challenging for pole today. A lot of people before this race predicting Josh to win. Can we just talk about how he's wearing a Ferrari helmet and an Aston Martin? Is that a Ferrari helmet? I can't tell. I think I saw a Ferrari helmet in that car. Anyway. Oh no, it's not a Ferrari helmet, it's his team helmet. Never mind, I thought it was a Ferrari helmet. It's red, but with like a yellow badge. Anyway, DRS open for Josh. This comes round the final corner. Is Banker in Q3. How good is it going to be for Josh? It's going to be a 27.8. It's not as good as his Q2 lap. Definitely not watching the wrong Mercedes. Churches has just gone the same time as Josh. When do you ever see that in league racing? And then suddenly Jonas goes 2 tenths clear. But wow. Bubbly goes 2 tenths quicker than Jonas. And Oliver Waltz, there's finally someone beating Bubbly, and then Marks beats Oliver Waltz. And it looks like it wasn't a good lap by Bubbly. Next across the line is Samuel Drake Lee, who's preparing for his lap. King Cobra is the next one to cross the line with his lap. Oh, brilliant. Samuel Drake just started that. 26.8 by Cobra. Good lap by Cobra. Very, very good lap. That was around the times Bubbly was going in Q2 on his lap, so it's looking quite impressive for King Cobra. King Cobra. Boiling.
The Middle East has become quite a popular location for hosting F1 events, with Bahrain, UAE and Saudi Arabia all hosting in recent years. Bahrain made history in 2004 by becoming the first GP to be held in the Middle East, with Michael Schumacher taking the first win here. Fellow German Sebastian Vettel won the first GP held in the UAE 5 years later in 2009. Jeddah Street Circuit was added to the F1 calendar in 2021. Aside from being the first time Saudi Arabia held a GP, it is also noticeable for being the second circuit. Let's talk chassis numbers. We won't find multi-point races like the Red Bulls. Internet chassis price for the R34 led to the company naming the vegetation and the only announced car for 2024, RB6 priced in $895. This was due to technical regulations being implemented in 2021. However, the RB6 priced in 2024. Some interesting milestones in F1 history. Lewis Hamilton was entered the 800th race held in 2008 and then went on to win both the 19th and 2014 Bahrain, and won Sands again 5 years later in 2016. Having entered over the 200 races by the end of this year, Hamilton will surpass his fastest score of 20 consecutive races held by official F1 races. Lewis Hamilton holds the
Oh dear. Oh, we got some outlappers. Oh, fun. will be Churches will set his final lap of qualifying first and outcome the rest of the pack to do their final run of qualifying. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Here we go then. Churchies starts his lap. We're going to ride on board with him this time. We've got to move a angle. So here we go. First and second corner. Now I'm going to switch to Samuel Drake Lee every other sector just to see his times compared to Churchies. Because Samuel Drake Lee, we don't really know his pace in Q3 at the moment, and Churchies goes off and he's put it into a wall, and that's not good for Churchies, and that's definitely going to be wing damage for him. 2 seconds faster in his first sector, obviously, with that 36.3. That is going to be Churchies' final lap of qualifying, and a disappointing way to end qualifying in Q3. The best he can get is P8. But I'm sure he's going to drop down the grid, because Samuel Drake Lee and Danny, I'm sure they can go quicker than a 28.0 until 36.3. And into the sector 3 we go. Cobra, the man on pole currently, the only one left on his outlap. Samuel Drake Lee, 35 seconds to go. He crosses the line and he puts it P4, 27.4 for him. Churchies is in the pits. That's going to be his qualifying over. Jonas is the next one to cross the line, racing through sector 2. Crucial lap for the Red Bull. Jonas 7/10 up on his lap. This is looking like a very, very good lap and a challenger for pole. Jonas around the last corner. Where can he go? Can he go on top of the times in Q3 Tier 2? In round 1, it is a 26.8. He beats Cobra by a few milliseconds. Next, Josh has spun it. Danny now is next to cross the line. He goes P4. He beats Oliver Waltz's time. And Oliver Waltz beats his time. The Hassman of Marks goes on to pole. And what a lap it was by him. 26.5. Next across the line is Bubbly. Can he cancel out the Hassman's pole? Yes, he can. It's P1 for Bubbly. Can it be P1 for King Cobra? No, it can't. It's only P3. And that's going to be Bubbly on pole, followed by Marks to complete the front row. And what an end to qualifying that was. There you go. Bubbly is on pole in round 1, Tier 2 Jeddah in GSRL, followed by Marks to complete the front row. The Aston of King Cobra and Jonas on the second row. Oliver Waltz and Danny on the third row. P7 and P8, fourth row of Samuel Drake Lee and Harold, and Josh and Churchies complete the fifth row in qualifying. Now we go on to the race. Who is going to win the crucial first round in GSRL Jeddah? think we're actually going to see the 2-minute break get into place here. No way we're going to see the 2-minute break. Oh, never mind. Never mind, as soon as I say that, we go straight away. So we start the formation lap in our pole sitter Bubbly. Followed by Marks, King Cobra, Jonas, Oliver Waltz, Danny, Samuel, Drake, Lee. It's Harold, then Josh, then Churchies, then Snell, Salsa, Spilex, Lyle, Fruity, Who Kid, Toxic, Triple B Power, Jalemania, still can't pronounce his name. I'm just going to call him Jalin. And also Riley, Lyle and Spilex. Looks as if they got into a bit of contact. They are going to be disqualified from the formation lap. They're not going to get a very good start on cold tyres. There's a Williams spun round. That was Salsa. Here we go then. As we go onto the back straight with Bubbly. He knows he has to get a crucial start to get the jump on Marks, which is going to be his closest rival today, the man in the Haas. This is the man in the AlphaTauri who is going to win the battle in the streets of Jeddah. We will find out in 25 laps time. Could it be someone else? Maybe. Someone else. Don't discount out Cobra, or even Jonas, or even pretty much everyone really. I think you could see, because of the amount of DNFs in Jeddah, don't discount people who went out in Q1, Q2. But we will watch Bubbly and Marks when the lights go out. It's Jeddah round 1 in GSRL. It's 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Who gets the better of the start? Bubbly gets the better of the start off the line. And it's just about going to stay in the right order in the top 3. Or maybe, can Oliver Waltz get onto P4? Yes, he can. Jonas drops a place. Danny, there's a mess everywhere. Can't really see what's going on. The 2 Alfa Romeos at the back. Not really much places being gained right on the start. No real collisions so far. As Spilex and Fruity going close. Spilex had to go off the track, and Who Kid gaining place also. But Bubbly already making that gap on Marks, which was very crucial on the start. Went on the soft tyres as well. King Cobra right on the back of Marks. Samuel J. Lee has had a little moment. He's dropped quite a few places. Harold and Danny fighting. So is Churchies and Snell. Churchies just gaining their place, and that is going to be a virtual safety car. Everyone's slowing down, and we can have a little bit of a breather now. And currently, Bubbly has pulled a 1 second gap on King Cobra. He's gained a place on Marks. And Marks now has to get past King Cobra. What is going on? This lobby's a bit bugged. Well, we go racing again. And Bobby just seems to get the better of the start. Josh gets past Danny. Danny's trying to come around the outside. And that's going to be it. Josh is going to gain a place onto P7. I really know how to watch. The lobby's a bit pumped for me. Side by side is Harold and Josh, who's looking to gain even more places. Josh has the inside line into turn 2. Harold, is he going to scrap back down the inside? Surely not. Surely not. Josh has to just a little bit cut the corner. Harold nearly spins, but Josh is going to gain the place again. Jonas is right on the back of the Red Bull, who cuts the corner. The other Haas is all over the place. That's Marks who's all over the place. And now the Red Bull has the better exit out of the corner. Just can't get it into the next. Oliver Waltz right behind him as well. Snell, Churchy's losing a few places. So is Danny. He's also getting past Jolly. Let's cut a corner again. Very, very scrappy at the moment, and Marks and Jonas having a fight, and so is Oliver Waltz. DRS powers by the Haas, and Marks all the way down to P5 now. Bubbly is 1.5 seconds clear. Toxic is getting past Fruity. We go back to this fight, and it's Jonas and Oliver Waltz who's going to go side by side into the last corner. No, they're not. Jonas is going to stick with a DRS down the home straight. Can Jonas get him back? With that slipstream, with that DRS, he's using a little bit of DRS, but he gets past Oliver Waltz into the first and second corner. There's a Williams round of Salsa. Let's see what's going on there. There he is, round just on the exit of that last corner. Snell also losing a few places, and that's both Williams around. Jonas is out! Jonas is out! And I don't know what happened there, and as soon as I get off that POV, and it's a full safety car, and the Red Bull is out of the race. Bubbly goes into the pits, and that's going to be really good for him. We did see a few pitters in Tier 4 last race, and they pitted, and there was a safety car around this time actually, and they did pit for, I believe, the hards, and the hards didn't last them, but it did make a crucial race pace into their race, because they went on to pit for softs or mediums. yeah, it just helped him throughout the race. So maybe the two-stop strategy is maybe the best in this type of situation, but I don't know. Maybe. Ooh. I think safety car will be in this lap. Obviously no penalties anymore, people just getting rid of them, which is good. Nice thing to see. Yeah, safety car should be in this lap. I think it is going to be a late call. Shouldn't be in this lap. You can see a late call by the safety car. Ferrari just about joining the queue now. Just call this late now. Really go. It's not going to do it. Safety car in this lap, yeah, late call. Very, very late call by safety car. And straight away, people just having to get focused, having to restart. Cobra is going to be on the restart. There's Oliver Waltz side by side. I don't think they're allowed not allowed to do that in this league, just like in real life. So could see a penalty going Oliver Waltz's way if that does get reported. Side by side is Marks and Josh Ulemeister. Can Ulemeister, he gets forced off the track, absolutely no room for Josh. Not his fault at all, just having absolutely no room. He gets up into P3. Churchy's up into P4. There was a bit of discussion how Churchy's qualifying did block Power's lap for quite a while. Toxic is round, and that's it's not looking like a good day for Red Bull. And Churchy's is round 2. Churchy's is round 2. And Oliver Waltz takes the lead of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and straight away the man who is reserving this season takes the lead, and that's going to be another safety car. Salsa and Luca trading places in the ultimate round. Don't know what is happening here. Salsa and Luca just trading places. To the pits goes Power. Why is no one on the medium tyres? Not just pulling into the pits maybe. Just trying to get onto those hards. 17 laps on the hards. We can do it plus about 2 laps on the safety car. Also giving back the position. There was talk in tier 2 chat about that there was talk about that overtake being illegal by Salsa, so yeah, good talk into it by Salsa to give that place back. Safety car should be in this lap. So Oliver Waltz leads. Currently, the best out of this race, the best team coming out of this race is Aston. He's 2 and 3 at the moment. A very good race. Good comeback drive by Josh to get a few positions, qualifying P9 after a few mistakes in P3. And King Cobra started P3, so he gained 1 position. And he was leading this race for quite a while until Oliver Waltz did overtake him. Anyway, Sandra Great Lee, the only one with a penalty. And the penalty is a 5-second penalty. I don't know what's for. Maybe a collision or maybe speeding in the pit lane. I'm not quite sure. Safety car in this lap then, so we are going to go on board with Oliver. When is he going to go? Mercedes, as we watch his telemetry. Josh slowing the pack down a little bit and now gaining back on his teammate. It's Josh not gonna fight? Not gonna fight his teammate, obviously, I'm gonna do that, but like, is he not gonna help his teammate out maybe? If they make a mistake, then just go over the through this Hampton moment. Anyway, Oliver Waltz goes, and King Cobra chasing after him in the first corner. And King Cobra actually did get what looked like a better start by Oliver Waltz. We matched his start. Few overtakes going at the back of the grid. Who Kid gets a 3-second time penalty, and there's an Alpine in the wall, and that's Samuel Drake Lee. He's definitely lost his front wing because of it. Marks, Danny, Alfa Romeo going side by side. It's not an Alfa Romeo, I mean that's an Alfa Tauri going side by side. Look at this fight. It's gone from P9 to P4. Massive fight. As we'll go on board with the Ferrari. Don't even know how to explain this. The Ferrari is chasing after the Haas, the Williams chasing after the Ferrari chasing after the Williams. Everyone is going mad. But Bubbly is now going to look for a move on Danny. He is going to make a move on Danny. And that's Harold making a move also. It's nearly going to be 4 at rest. Into the corner. Surely not. And it isn't. Harold's now going to try around the outside of Bubbly. There's a caution up ahead. That is Triple B Power who has spun. Bubbly just keeping his position. We're going to watch this from Spylex's POV. The Haasman now trying to overtake Bubbly. Into the first corner we go. Who's going to be later on the brakes? It's going to be Bubbly. Can he get the better of the grip for the man on the hards? Yes, he can. He gets a bit of traction too. Bubbly just keeping his position well. Mark's just keeping this fight also with the pack of Josh, Cobra and Oliver. Mark's making a few mistakes there. Bubbly's going to get the better of the exit, and Bubbly could really make a move on this Haas. He's in Haas sandwich at the moment, but he's going to make a move on the Haas, and he does make the move on the Haas. The Haas goes a little bit wide, and that's a crucial mistake. And Churchies is out, and that is another safety car. And now, surely, everyone on the medium tyres who haven't pitted, surely pit now. But this is crucial for what Josh does, because Josh is right behind his teammate. Is he going to get held up in the pits? That's the question. There's no rule in GSRL that you have to slow down. Well, there's no rule like in real life. If you slow down, then and you're holding up people, then no penalty, because we saw it with Lando Norris in Canada, and there was a lot of debate over it with unsportsmanlike, just unsportsmanlike for him. So everyone goes into the pits, apart from Harold, who's already pitted. Is that Ferrari going to get held up? No, it's just about, it hasn't lost loads amount of time. Josh is now going to have to wait in the pits. That's a bit glitchy for me. Yeah, Josh waiting in the pits. That means Bubbly has done the jump on Josh. Now Josh is going to have to get past Bubbly again. And now Bubbly is going to put increasing pressure on Josh Ulemeister's teammate, King Cobra, and potentially giving pressure on Oliver Waltz, who technically is the race leader, but we do have some pitters who haven't pitted on this safety car. That is Fruity, Salsa, Hookid and Harold. Hookid on the medium tyres though. A few medium runners actually. A few medium runners really risky, because those mediums really can't the tyre day here is quite bad. So those mediums lasting 13, possibly 15 on how late this safety car goes. Not 15, sorry. 13 or to 11. It's going to be really crucial with tyre deg. We are going to see everyone doubting Lando Norris' strategy in Silverstone. That worked out for him. Probably also going to have to clear Fruity as he's on the chase for P1 and 2. Realistic P1 and 2, not those top 3 who have pitted, but feel like they're going to be cleared very quickly. As I believe this will be safety car's final lap. Hopefully we don't see any more safety cars around Jeddah in Tier 2. Hopefully we do see some clean racing from now on. We have seen some clean racing as it goes on, but just a lot, very, very, I don't want to say scrappy, but everyone just proper passionate about round 1. Everyone going for it in round 1, which you should see. Round 1 probably the most intense races, in my opinion. You have to get up to a good start in this season. Yeah, it has been very, very push each other off the track type of racing, which sometimes you do love to see. But yeah, hopefully we do see some a lot cleaner racing right now, especially at the front. Very, very high stakes at the front. Got to get off to a good start. The more laps this safety car goes, the more chances of the medium runners of winning this race. One of those medium runners is Bubbly, and safety car is in this lap, and the Haas is going to control the pace on this safety car restart. Oliver Waltz is technically your race leader, unless Harold can survive those hards for 12 laps extra, who's already been on them for about 7 laps. Harold goes early, I believe. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does, just on the exit of the corner, and he is followed by Kid, who's actually chasing after him. He's got the better exit on the Haas. What was that Haas doing? I don't know. Kid is going after the Haas man. I just can't get him. Now we're going to watch Bubbly, because he is going to have to clear Fruity so quickly in this race. It's so crucial. He has to get past Fruity, and he has to get past Fruity quickly. Salsa, Kid and Harold also need to be cleared by Oliver Waltz, Cobra and Bubbly. And there we go. Oliver Waltz gets past him quickly, and Cobra, can he just get past Salsa? He's climbing his way through the straight. He can down the inside, he's got the better grip. And that is already 1 cleared for the top 2. They've now got 2 more, 1 with a penalty, 1 who looks quite pacey around Saudi, not gonna lie. Hassman at the moment. But as soon as that DRS opens, it's just going to be very, very crucial. Tommy's having a little bit of a mare here. Bit of a mare by Salsa. Bubbly, who's catching Fruity, and he's got to dive down the inside, which he does, and it's a very clean move by Bubbly. Hats off to him for that move, and he's cleared the McLaren, but has he? Because Fruity is gaining back on Bubbly. Bubbly doesn't need this at all. He's got to break the later. which he has, and now Bubbly should sail away. And now next up for Bubbly is that top two, who were originally top two. Josh now has to clear this McLaren, and it's crucial for Josh to clear this McLaren because he can't let Bubbly and Oliver Waltz and Cobra get away from his sights. A very, very big favourite was Josh, and Oliver Waltz is going to try sail past round the outside of Who Kid. The Ferrari has to get past him, which he does. That was a crucial overtake again, and now Oliver Waltz has one more to go. Bubbly is catching King Cobra. Oliver Waltz is now catching Harold. Down the straight maybe. I'd wait for DRS to be honest, unless you can get him where he got Who Kid. Oh, maybe not, he'll get him here. That's what he wants. He wants to get him here, and he has got him here. Meister has got past Fruity quite a while ago, and there's a massive crash, and that's Harold Round, and he's lost a bit of his front wing, and he's now lost all of it. DRS now enabled, and there was a big crash right at the front. It was 2 at rest, then 2 at rest behind him. Harold now goes into the pit, Samuel Drake-Lee and Salsa. Cobra now chasing after the Ferrari, and he just breaks out of his braking zone. Bubbly takes P3 away from Cobra just because Cobra missed his braking zone, and off the track goes Oliver Waltz. Bubbly is catching and catching. Who Kid is now going to get side by side with Oliver Waltz, the race leader. Who Kid just shoving him off the track, trying to get him as close to the wall as possible without taking him out, which you're pretty much allowed to do in racing. Bubbly's catching Who Kid, and Who Kid, he's tried so much and he's going to try even more, and Bubbly's going to make the crucial overtake as well. What the hell happened there then? What the hell? And, well, just like that, King Cobra's lost the place. Cobra's lost the place, and he's now going to try make a move on his teammate. He's now got 8 laps to go. Spylex getting past Mark. Spylex having a pretty good comeback drive. He was 1 point at the bottom of this grid, and yeah, it's very good comeback drive from the Ferrari man. Bubbly, can he get back into the lead? Toxic is round. He's round into a wall. I don't know what's going on there. There it is, the yellow flag, he went right into a wall. I'm surprised that's at least a VSC to be honest. But Bubbly just way too quick for these 2 Astons at the moment. He's got to clear them, and he has a chance to win this race, Bubbly. But he's just going to lose tyre deg as it goes, and the Astons are just going to get quicker lap and lap. So is Oliver Waltz, and Meister now has to catch Oliver Waltz by quite a bit. If he wants to hit the DRS, that's caught him a bit. The Hass's round of who was that round? Harold, I believe, was round. Harold? Yeah, it was Harold. No, Marks was round. And Meister's now going to try to take the lead away from Oliver Waltz. Oliver Waltz away. Oliver Waltz versus Meister. And there's a massive crash. And Spylex gets onto the podium. Wow, just like that. And Danny's now going to try and overtake Spylex. But right at the front, Meister has got into the lead on Oliver Waltz. It's the owner that gets into the lead in Tier 2. Spylex and Danny still fighting for the podium. This is great fighting right at the front, right at the end. We are getting to the final few laps of this race. There's another Ferrari round, and that is Hooked. Meister has cleared Oliver Walks, and I think Meister is now going to go on to win this race. That is going to be my prediction, but I don't want to give him commentator's curse at the moment. I don't want to give him commentator's curse, so I'm not going to say it. At the moment, we're watching the fight between the last podium place of Spylex and Danny. Probably getting past Cobra. They had a little, very big incident on that last turn. And Triple B Power, what a comeback drive from him. He was P18 on the start, and now he's P6. What a drive from him. And Shell's going to go down round the outside. A big dive bomb by him. There's an Alpine stopped on track. Or round, I believe. And he is round. Spylex is going to try and make a move on Danny, which he has completed. Spylex has completed the move. And Meister has lost the lead against Oliver Walks. I have missed that. Too busy watching the Power and Bubbly fight. We are going to keep on board with this Meister and Oliver Walks fight. We've got 6 laps to go. Marks has retired in the pits. The man who started P2 is now DNF in GSRL. This is a massive fight, especially the 2 championship contenders. Oliver Walks is a reserve, by the way, so there will be a lot of people trying to get him at the end of the race. Oliver Walks is flashing also. I'll tell you what, Josh Ulemeister isn't flashing though. He's got a bunch of ERS, and he knows Oliver Walks hasn't got that ERS, and he now knows that he is leading the Grand Prix, and he needs to defend Oliver Walks by 5 laps. Spylex has also got into the mix, and so has Danny, but he has that time penalty of 5 seconds. I think Danny's mission is to try his hardest to build that gap on Bubbly. He really can't afford to lose more places. And he knows he has to try to build that gap on Bubbly, but Bubbly is catching quite a lot, and Bubbly is still in the mix. Don't count out Bubbly for the moment. If Bubbly wins this race, it will be a great comeback drive right at the end, and Spylex has got past Oliver Walks, and that's Spylex into P2. What a drive from Spylex. He got knocked out in Q2, and what did I say to you? Right at the start, and that's an Alpine round, and that's a Mercedes round. Bubbly gets into the podium place, and Danny just hits right into the back of Oliver Walks, and Oliver Walks, who's had an amazing day in terms of qualifying, in terms of the race, and it all just crumbles down because of one mistake by Danny. Now, what do we watch? Cobra gets past Fruity for P6. If we look at tyres, 9 laps for the top 3, 2 on mediums, 1 on the hards. Which was better, the hard tyres or the medium tyres? We've still got 4 laps to go on this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Fruity Close gets past, and he also could get past Oliver Walks, who made a big mistake going into the corner, the high-speed corner. It's tough. It's tough to perfect, to be honest. And he's going to go down the inside, and Fruity has got into P5. And like I said right at the start of the race, I said don't discount people who got knocked out in Q1 and Q2. Just look at the results. Spilex knocked out in Q2. Triple B knocked out in Q1. Fruity, I'm pretty sure he got knocked out in Q2, but he might have got into Q3, I'm not quite sure. Can't remember. Snell got into Q2. That is the beauty about league racing. It's not over until it's over. Spilex is catching Josh Ulemeister, and Spilex could get the win. But Josh Ulemeister is also fighting for this win. Josh Ulemeister is flashing. It's going to be a very, very close ending. And we've also got Bubbly catching Spilex and Meister, but he has to wait until these two start fighting. Spilex is so close to Meister now, 7/10 in it. Shaw Moores is nail biting right now. It's the Ferrari versus the Aston, and possibly versus the Alpha Tauri. Spilex is catching Meister by quite a bit, and he has DRS now on the back straight. Spilex, I believe on his, I don't know if this is his first race in GSRL. He did one pre-season race, or two maybe, but this is his first race, I believe. I don't know, I'm not quite sure. Here he goes, DRS open, Josh Ulemeister's flashing, no ERS is being used by Spilex, and it's lap 23 of 25. Josh Ulemeister keeps the lead for now. Spilex is right on the tail of Meister. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Harold is out. Too late for a safety car now. That is definitely what Meister would want. Meister had to choose anything in the world right now, it would be a safety car. It is way too late for a safety car. We've got 2 and a bit laps to go. Spilex catching Meister by a bit. Is it going to be enough? Meister versus Spilex. Close moment in GSRL, and this is what we love to see in round 1. Close fighting. Bubbly, don't discount Bubbly just yet. Also 1.5 seconds behind. Spilex right behind Meister. Bubbly is looking the quickest out of all of them. Bubbly is looking like the quickest driver out there for the whole day, really. And he could still win this race. He's not put 1 foot wrong today. Maybe apart from that that moment with Cobra in that last corner. But we enter lap 24 of 25. We've got 1 and a bit laps to go. DRS zone coming up. Has Meister got it in the bag? Or is Spilex going to take his first GSRL win? Or is Bubbly going to take the crown in GSRL Round 1 in Tier 2? DRS is enabled for all of them. Meister's flashing, Spilex is catching. Spilex just breaks early, just trying to get that good exit, trying to get Meister as we enter lap 25 of 25. It's the last lap, and it's Spilex who takes the lead of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in Tier 2. Meister has to put everything out the hat. Can Bubbly get on the back of him? Is Spilex got it in the bag? Meister isn't looking quick enough at the moment in round sector 1. The medium tyres have worked for Spilex, but Meister looks as if he got the better exit there, but no, he didn't. Spilex, is he going to win? We've got 2 DRS zones to go, plus a bit on the final straight. Meister has enabled DRS now. Bubbly may have to finish and may have to stick with third. They're all pushing. Spilex gets the better exit. Here we go. It has to be now for Josh Ulemeister. He's gaining on Spilex. It's 3 at rest. It's Josh Ulemeister. It's Bubbly. It's Spilex. It's Bubbly. Who comes home to win round 1 of Saudi Arabian Grand Prix Tier 2? Josh Ulemeister in second. Spilex has to finish in third. B-Power with a drive of the day moment. P18 to P4, Fruity Close goes P5, followed by King Cobra, followed by Snell, followed by Oliver Waltz, then Jalin, then Danny, then Salsa, then Lyle, then Riley. Top GSRL-Round 1, Tier 2. Still post-race penalties to be served, so maybe Bubbly isn't going to be your winner at the end, but who knows, he could stay, he could lose out. But on the day, Bubbly P1 on track, followed by Meister, Spilex, Power, Pretty Close, Cobra, Snell, Waltz, Jalin, Danny, complete your top 10.